Ackhiii.
We have to get into this. We have to big shout out to DMD podcasts. You get me? The man smokes, roams. Obviously, this West brother, you're on me, Ackhiii. Yeah.
Ackhiii.
You're on me, bro. I'm gonna get into this. You get me? I have to do a response. You get me? For one, obviously, I know the man sting. And for two, bro. Yeah, bro. You've just got onto everyone in the space, bro. You get me? I'm waiting to see more clips come out. I've seen 3 clips so far. And let's get into this. Let's just play this and then I'll react to it. You get me? Because we need to for me, it's very important to break things down about the streets, and like understand, bro, the percentage of street niggas there really is in the UK, and understand that the world is a bigger place, and you get. But anyway, look, let's just get into this. This is what was said.
I'm street man, because I've heard street man say this, but I also shouldn't be the forefront, because whatever you supposedly done or whatever's documented about you is invalid your whole team. You know what I'm saying? Right. Why are you the forefront?
Right, again,
that's what some man would say.
But Bouncer's got 50-50. I said this to you the other day. But I feel like Bouncer's got 50-50 in the streets, man. He's got the street man arguing with themselves. There's half of the street man them that rate him, and half of the street man them that don't rate him.
Yeah.
And they're battling with themselves because
half of the street man that rate him.
There's street man that rate him, you know.
Bridgins.
Nah, bro. No, it's man that's not. Outside.
Let's get into this, man. Let's get into this. I see that shade, Wes. Ackhiii.
Ackhiii.
You get me? Don't make me.
You got 24 hours.
Nah, listen. Let me just break it down to you, bro. My brother, look. You're probably not from South, and I'm just going to say it how it is. You're probably not from South, my brother. And you see that response. Half of the street man are probably his friends. How about I tell you, most of the man that you actually probably rate from South and you've heard their names, all of my brethren, they all ring my phone, I all chat to them. Like, how about that? How about I tell you that? How about that? And this is what we need to kind of keep and remember. I go online and you know what it is? I understand like man's thing is progressing and whatnot and whatnot and whatnot. And we need to kind of look, as I like to think you're almost you're probably like Wes, like looking at you, bro. You're probably like 45. You're 45, bro. You're dressed up like dressed up as a 15-year-old, Ackhiii. Yeah, brother. True religion, bro. Sort out the swag anyway. But what I'm gonna say to you, my brother, is this: understand, yeah, that in your eyes you might be from East, North. I don't know where you're from. I haven't done no homework on you. I don't really care, bro. You get me? But I know you see the version of man online. You see that version. You get me? But I promise you, bro. I promise you. See the version that you see normally when you saying half of the street man are, bro. Most of the rural youths, they will all ring my phone, bro. I all have a good relationship with them. And you know why, bro? Because you see, man, I always try my best to look at angles. No one don't want to be on the streets, bro. So you as a 45-year-old man, almost touching 50, for you to even have the conversation about whether a street niggas rape man or not, who the fuck cares, bro? You get me? Like, let's talk about how many properties that people own. Let's talk about what impact they're doing for your kids, your nephews, and that. Let's talk about that. Because you see, when we have that mindset of like, oh, boom, 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 boom. I don't, bro. Like, what are we doing this for? Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I've been watching clips and I've been seeing you just get onto, Smokes and Rome's always going to be biased because I like to think man's got a good relationship with them on the back of Clubhouse, House Party, and back of COVID. And they actually, if you get to know man, they actually know man's good peoples. Maybe whereas you might not know man, and whatever you see online, it might irritate you. But if you actually knew man behind the closed doors, you would say the same thing. And the stories that you probably heard, man's a rat, rare. You're probably one of them people that is on that same bandwagon. So I understand the energy when you say that, but I be honest with you, my bro, on a rule, to be honest with you, bro, is man don't have to rate me, my bro. As long as no one don't come up to me and say anything to my face, which I very much doubt, and I'm saying that with energy, bro. You get me? Because we're all from that world as you portray. You get me? Like, as long as no one don't trouble me, bro. Man don't have to rate me, bro, because what we need to understand with street niggas and what street niggas need to understand is you lot post in group chats and you have debates and you chat like gal, just like everyone. But I just get paid from it. So the stuff that you lot talk about behind closed door, I talk about in the open. So what do we do from there? Like, respectfully, let's get into it anyway.
Right, because
outside of his brethren,
there'll be 3 man here chilling. We're brethren.
Yeah.
Me and him rate bouncer,
But you know, yeah.
Now we're battling with ourselves. Nah, because he's rare, but we're saying, no, brother, he's needed though.
And that's, bro, you see what it is? Like, we'll look at American content and we'll look at academics, or something pops off, there's someone telling certain things. You will listen to it. But because bouncer's close to home, it's like, you don't like bouncer because he's close to home. And do you know what? I'll be honest with you, yeah? And it might not be you, Wes. I'm not saying this is directly to you, but this is what happens. You see the 33-year-olds all the way up to 50. That is where the crabs of the bucket for me. I always have the older generation projecting and showing hate because they never made it in life. They're not at the stage that they wanted to. And someone that done 10 years managed to pivot, progress, get kicked down 10 times, get up the 11th and carried on. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's always the younger generation, like the 33-year-old. I'm 36 to 50. You see, when it comes to the twin S's, the fucking Quang faces, the loose screws, the Moscows, the zone 2s, the gang, like that world, bro. The burners, whatever, bro. That is the generation, bro, that all reach out to man, that all need mentoring. And do you know what I do as a real guy? If I see them doing any foolishness, brother, pattern up, bro. I'm not with that. What are you doing here? You got your life. You can do this. You put this in place. Why are you doing this road stuff? But you know what it is? You see, that generation, they won't listen to people like you because they can't relate to you, bro. But they can relate to man. So you see when man talk about, the percentage of who rates man or not, bro, you'll be very surprised, bro. You'll be very surprised the people or the support, the love that I actually have got. It will make you, maybe if you bumped into man in public and you saw man around whoever, it will change your perspective. But it's like, don't be one of them, bro. Have your own mindset. You get me? And if Smokes or these lot are actually telling you man's good peoples, bro, man's good peoples. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Obviously, I done a video. For one, if it wasn't for Smokes or Rome or DMD podcast, I wouldn't really reply to this. I don't really, do you know what I'm trying to say? Bro, man's getting shade every single day and man's getting support every single day. So, but I thought, you know what? I have to do a video for road niggas to change their mindset to think that road niggas, like that mindset is important, bro. That mindset is not important. It leads you just to being in the park, smoking weed, wasting your life, bro. That's what that mindset is, and we need to evolve. We can't be 45, 50 still talking like that, bro. You get me? And I see what you kind of done with Clue. Just play Clue's bit. You get me? I want to address this as well.
Content, bro. It's content.
Right, but this is what... This
We're
is another thing.
We're all out here for
so
content.
then no one's a bad man no more. Stop the bad man talk then. Stop the bad man talk.
No,
Stop talking about if I saw you on the landing and I forwarded to your room, you wouldn't, because you're doing podcasts.
But there's no... All right, what's the difference from him?
Grown men.
All right, 1 second. Would you say that about his music?
What?
If Clue dropped a track saying the same thing in his music, are you going to say the same thing in his music about his music?
What and say what?
If he's talking on the bad man talk.
Wait, hold on 1 second.
Just back to what Smokes back on the corner.
No.
Back up yourself.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Just
me.
bro, answer the question, man.
The same content. If he was dealing with the
I'm
same...
still doing the podcast.
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
If he was just doing the tunes. If he was just making music.
Do you know why it's so mad, bro, yeah? Man's actually doing what man's actually doing.
Ackhiii.
Bro, like, I'm definitely...
Internet ready.
But man is sending shots, yeah? And man is saying, stop the bad man talk, bro. Man can... When you have a pod, what you say was Rome's, Smokes, what you say, I can relate to you, look. I'm from your world. You can relate to man because we're from man's road. So if we explain things in a way, bro, man's not actively saying, or I'm not actively saying, yo, you might hear man actively say, yo, I'm a bad man, I bang off my gun. No, like, man's from that world. I know how to adapt in that world. I know what to, do you know what I mean? Loads of things that happen. Do you know what I'm trying to say? In that world, bro. So it's like you're on a podcast and you're just on, man. You're on everyone. You've come on smoke for everyone, but you're doing the same thing what we're doing. Do you get what I'm trying to say, bro? Come on, man. Make it make sense, bro. Right? You gotta make it make sense. And yeah, fam, if you see anyone that's trying to build something or forward in this thing, or bro, just forward in this thing with, man, bro. The support's there. You get me? This is internet stuff. I don't care, but it's like the energy is like, bro, come on, man. Like you, and I'm happy that you know the version of me that you think that people don't rate me. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm happy you know that version of me, because if you knew the other version of me, bro, it will be. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's another version that back in the day. I don't want to live on that back in the day version. That's why I'm happy that the youth and everyone's saying
Ackhiii.
and
Internet ready.
get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, man, we need to evolve and change our mindset, the way how we look at things.
No, I'm saying
punch man in their chest.
the content within what he's talking about on the pod, if that same content he put that in music, would there be a difference?
Yeah. And this is what happened. And this is my thing when it comes to, when I was talking about Elaine the Pain and when I was talking about the boycott and that, this is exactly what I feel, me personally, as a black man, bro. Man's biggest downfall is black men, bro, especially from the hood, bro. We don't support each other. You get me? So we will see someone else doing it, and then the angle of the coming this thing was, yo, yes, Ackhiii.
Ackhiii.
Man's content is like, I speak on what's going on. So yes, I will share my opinion, and I'm not scared to share my opinion, but fam, man's not preying on no one's downfall or whatnot. And I don't think Wes is preying on man's downfall, but it's like, obviously, and you can have your opinion on the 50%. You know what I'm trying to say? But obviously, the clips that I've seen so far, it's like you're just on a crash out on everyone. You get me? Tanks, Trap Lord Ross, we're about to play this one. It's like, bro, like I don't care.
Before I say this, I need to say, people are full of shit. Trap Lord Ross, all these funny, that Tanks and the other Somalian, I don't know his name, not trying to be racist to put anyone mouth. I don't know his name.
He's talking about Huncho House. Yeah, he's talking about Huncho House.
He's got ponytails, whatever. Them man talk about road things and you know they've never been active in their life.
So what's the problem?
They shouldn't talk, but Bouncer can talk.
Why though?
Because it's not gladiators. You can't have a nerd that sits up here saying, that man should have poked up him because boy.
And you see with this here, to a degree, it's like I understand a lot of the road man them. That's how they see it, innit? You get me? If you're not from the roads, you can't report on the road stuff. Yeah, that's how they see it. That is how they see it.
The disrespect.
I heard that. I don't.
Yeah,
think they're saying that. They're not saying that, man.
Listen, I listen to Tanks because he gets very excited. But when Spray was, I don't know, fam. I'm sorry, fam. I'm
He's
autistic.
on him for that, you know.
I don't know what I'm saying, bro. He said, "Do you want me to beat you up?" That's why a man looked to your face and said, "Do you want to get beaten up?" I don't know what I'm talking about. 2 seconds ago, you was that, but fam, you begging beef.
Yeah,
when he said, "Do you want to beat you up?" I don't know. I don't know. I'm autistic.
Him saying that was lack of information.
No, but he knew. Come on,
man. He didn't know that. He didn't know how serious it was.
I'm sorry.
If he knew how serious it was, he wouldn't make that comment.
Well, then that's a fault on him.
Yeah,
because if you're going,
so he did do his information.
100, bro. If you're going to sit down with Spray, and bro, you can't tell him at what. So you're begging it
because remember, Spray's had him on the ropes.
Yeah, because PTSD.
And let's be honest,
it's trauma. Fam.
Let's be honest. Spray's thing wasn't underground or just on the road thing that people just heard say and man heard, but we saw it. So he's not naive. He's not that naive.
In the hospital bed.
Come on, if you're doing streams and you're doing live streams and you're talking information, that's something you should have known.
Boy, listen. Obviously, I ain't even gonna talk on that side of things. You get me? Obviously, you've seen the back and forth that me and Spray has had, so I'm gonna keep it respectful. But yeah, man, all sorts, like what Clue would say, all sorts of disrespect to man's this. But what I realized when you're in a space, I do get it, man. You get me? I understand it, man. Where's you got a chip on your shoulder, Ackhiii, man. Chill out, Ackhiii, man.
Ackhiii.
We're both Arsenal fans, Ackhiii. You get me? Please be
Internet ready.
I'm not gonna be that disrespectful, man, because get me. I done a video, you know, and I was kind of disrespectful, and then I watched it back, and I was like, nah, I think I was in a bad mood yesterday, maybe, because you know you go online, and obviously man's put myself online. But look, I'm gonna send this message, bro, and let man know. Look, there's 4%, get me, of us in the UK. There's around 400, 500,000 Caribbeans, like, bro, in the UK. Like, that's the small. Just so we understand. I want man to understand this year. There's opportunity around the world. We need to stop that mindset of who rates who. Who gives a fuck who rates, man, bro? You get me? Like, respectfully. If someone harms my family, what am I going to do? Respectfully. You get me? There's models in jail for murder, bro. Do you know what I mean? There's models. There's people in jail for murder. Anyone can take a life. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It takes real. You're a bad man if you can inspire the younger generation, if you can inspire the older generation, if you can add value to your community. So who the fuck cares, respectfully, about who rates who? Respectfully, the most important thing is actually no one troubling, man. No one's trouble, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one didn't trouble me. I don't care. No one didn't do this. I don't care. Like, because that's in the grand scheme of things, bro. And what does it have to take? Man has to take to go to my ends, like governed with the man them and just posting the ends all day. That's what man would do anyway. What does man have, like, do you get it? Like, does man have to influence the younger lot from the ends so they can be on badness and then people will rate me? No. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So let's change that. It's boring, fam. Furthermore, yes, like, what's man doing with business? Let man know. Do you know how to even own your own IP? Do you know how to trademark your stuff? Do you know what a domain is? Do you know how to set that up? Do you know AI? Do you know AI agents? Do you know how automation? Do you know how to collect leads? Like, tell me, let's have that conversation, because I promise you, most of the bad man don't know that. So when man's here as a younger brother to the bad man, and man's doing my role because I have respect for my elders, that's what man's doing, bro. You get me? But man don't need man to come online and bring out that, bro, because it's like, fam, we need to separate ourselves from that. You get me? I'm trying to like improve myself without like doing. Do you know what I mean? I know I have an older community, and I don't want to flipping embarrass myself. I've got flipping my mum's friends and everyone watching me. Do you know what I mean? Because man's gonna watch this and then fall for the bait. Next minute I'm on 14 Eve High Street with my machine. I'm just saying though, innit? Like, just to prove a point. Then I get arrested for machine and get 12 years. Oh yeah, my man went out like an idiot. Please don't tell me about who flipping respects who, bro. Respectfully, bro. I've managed. I've gone through hell, bro. You get me? On the streets, off the streets, in jail, and still came out the other side and still offering value to my community, bro. You get me? Period. I don't know your story. You get me? And I'm sure you've probably done the same thing. I'm sure you've probably been through the same shit. You get me? So, respectfully, man, just leave it like that. Anyway, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I'm on the road pushing to get to 100K streams. There's about 79%. Oh, there's 79% of you that watch my content and you're not subscribed. So imagine even this video getting 10K views, bro. And literally, most of you that are not even subscribed to watching this. Like, imagine that. Imagine if you all subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Can I do it? It would mean a lot if you lot just press the subscribe button, subscribe. And yeah, let's go. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Peace.